champions. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, no, that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow they mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the San Francisco 49ers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
On 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ultra.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's got some space here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And this one out quickly to James. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. After the penalty, it's Mixon. Trucks over him. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Niners at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months you know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Again, it's Mixon. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 56 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting.
Sack him back right around the 30. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive had started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Just keeping the play alive. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Landry now on the return. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Let's go now. Strike. Strike. Snap. Head. Steal. Left. Strike.
Mixon with a first down carry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Mixing up the middle. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert off of play action. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They'll look to throw here. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll be held down at about the 30-yard line.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. 99 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. 2nd and 3. This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Charger drive about to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the 50, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete here.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you. After watching that play result, it took me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and we asked him, so how you plan to move the ball against his defense?
He didn't really tip his hand, did he?
No, he didn't. I think it's because he really didn't have an answer. He wasn't quite sure how he was going to get it done, and that play showed us exactly why he was worried.
Yeah, this #1 defense, they can put that. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
And if we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helps contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Going up top. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And the 49ers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 10-0 lead, you figure they won't try to do anything foolish here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they may just be content to take this three-point lead and head into the locker room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll throw now on the final play. Again, he's got that man Landry. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down, as good running gets him to about the 44. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And, boy, he did it there.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Herbert now. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49 D as they score the touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 15. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point,
well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Pettis now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Steps away to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. Room here to run. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Niners are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out. The end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. There's the option going left on 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll give it to Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Patterson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action, Willis. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. I don't care if you're taking it around 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same pace on that play. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down, and he'll get about 3 up past the 25. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Willis. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Willis quickly to Thielen here. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here's the option. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the big lead here in the 4th. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short. And that is how this one comes to an end. So the victory here for San Francisco. If you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the 49ers, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.